I'm here with Andy from K2. Hi Andy, how are you doing?
Nice to see you, good to see you again.
Nice to see you too. So rocker, tell us about rockers. What is a rocker?
Right, so rocker is something that came around in skis about 7 or 8 years ago. It started off in free ride skis. It was there to help you get more float off piste and have a smoother turn initiation. And they found out that actually worked really well for piste skis as well. So you have varying styles.
Right.
To give you an example, you can see on an intermediate level or mountain ski that you have this separation in the tip here.
Yep.
This lifts the contact points and makes the ski very smooth if you're skiing on a flatter piste.
Yep.
Old school skis used to be a little bit twitchy. It also allows the ski to get that early bit of lift in variable snow. And when you get to something a little bit fatter, say you go up to the 115 width, you can see how much the rocker is there, where it really is for giving you that float.
So that rocker there, the big one on the wide ski, is for giving you float in the powder, and the rocker on the piste ski is for making the turn initiation easier.
That's exactly right. It's more like power steering in your car.
Okay.
So a nice smooth turn initiation also makes the ski really maneuverable. So a free ride ski, if you take it in the trees, sometimes it's quite cumbersome.
Yep.
If it has a lot of rocker, it's much more pivoty. So if you're in the trees, tighter sections, it's easier to get down.
And what about tail rocker then as well? That's tip rocker?
Yeah, so tail rocker, same example. On the free ride ski, it shortens the contact length.
Okay.
So again, more maneuverable.
Yep.
And then in a piste ski, it actually gives you a tiny touch of kind of bending the ski. Okay. So once you're in the turn, you get the grip back, but once you're on the slopes, again, a bit more slippy and maneuverable.
Cool. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Cheers.
Have a good one, enjoy your day.
Rocker. So we're going to take a look at ski camber and what ski camber is. I'm with Simon from Rosignol. Hi Simon, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good. So camber, tell us a little bit about it. What does it do? What does it mean?
Well, camber, particularly in modern skis, is often kind of used in combination with different types of rocker.
Okay.
I mean, you're looking at basically the kind of the shape that the ski displays when you look at it from the side.
Yep.
So looking at this piste ski, you can see there's a lot of camber in there.
Right.
And I think what that gives you, particularly when you're skiing a lot on hard snow, is gives you a really positive kind of edge control or power through the edge.
Yep.
And that's what it's designed to do. It's not designed to go off into soft snow and that kind of thing. So, you know, that works.
So
really
you can
well
see that camber. So basically, there's a big gap in the middle of the ski,
Exactly.
and it touches the points of the tail and the tip.
Yeah.
Right. And what happens when you then ski on that ski? What happens to the camber?
So ideally, when you stand on the ski, it should then go kind of nice and flat in an ideal world.
Right.
If you ski a ski shorter, obviously you're going to be going into reverse camber, and that's when you're skiing on a shorter section of the ski effectively, and that's when you get the kind of tip wobble and find it difficult to control the ski.
So if you didn't have the camber of the ski, it would feel different when you turn it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you feel when you go onto a wider ski.
Yep.
So there's often less camber on a wider ski,
Right.
just because it makes it easier to kind of pivot it. Maybe when you're on the piste, perhaps makes it kind of more versatile.
So the camber on a piste ski kind of helps you to carve the turn.
Yeah, just gives you that real drive through the edge of the ski.
Okay, great. All right, well, check out the camber next time you're looking at skis then. So we're going to take a look at the flex of a ski, and I'm with Andy from Blizzard. Hi Andy, how are you?
Hi there, Rob. Yeah, very good, thank you.
Great. So tell us a little bit about the flex and what that means.
So every ski has a different flex depending on the type of ski that you're looking for. So if you're looking for like a race type ski or piste performance, you're going to find that the flex is generally going to be quite a bit stiffer. And then if you're going to more all mountain or free ride, then it's going to be definitely softer in the tip and tail, makes it slightly easier in the softer conditions for the ski to turn. So.
Okay, and how is that flex then? How does that? The composition of the ski and the core of the ski. How does that affect the flex?
So I mean, again, it depends on the type of ski, but obviously all of the Blizzard skis have got a wood core. Made up of like poplar and beech wood cores, and then if you're going like more piste or mountain, then our men's skis have got like 2 layers of titanal, which makes the ski quite a bit stiffer. Yeah. Certainly more powerful underfoot. And then if you're going to be doing a bit more kind of backcountry free ride, you want it to be a bit softer. Then we start using carbon and stuff into the ski. It allows it to be the ski to flex easier. It's just easier to get on with, and obviously lighter weight as well. So it's all depending on the type of ski that you're looking for, what you're going to be doing mostly, and then trying to find the right ski for that to suit that purpose.
And sometimes, can I just grab that ski?
Yeah,
sometimes you see people flexing the ski like that.
Yeah.
I mean, can you tell by doing that how stiff that ski is compared to another one?
You could, and if I show you, if you take a different ski, if you do the same with that one,
so I'm going to flex this one. So this is a piste ski,
This
and
is
that's
a
a
piste
freeride
ski,
ski.
and
So I'm
it's-
flex. Oh yeah, I mean I can feel straight away that's really
So much
stiff
stiffer.
compared to that. I
Absolutely.
can flex that one really easily.
Exactly.
So that means that stiffer ski is basically going to be kind of like more powerful.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. So if you put pressure towards the tail of that ski, it's going to kick you into the next turn. Whereas
Okay.
this is going to be much easier then to just float into the next turn. So
Right.
it's just, yeah.
So the different flex basically suits the conditions and the type of skiing that you want to do.
Absolutely.
And a stiffer ski, generally, I guess better skiers are skiing on a stiffer ski,
Generally, yeah.
but on a free ride ski, you might have really good skiers skiing free ride skis, but they're softer.
Absolutely, yeah. Because they're spending more time either in the softer conditions and skiing the whole mountain rather than purely on piste. So
All right, great. Thanks, Andy.
no worries, pleasure.
We're going to take a look at sidewalls, edges, and the base of a ski. And I'm here on the headstand with Mike Crawford from Head. Hi, Mike.
How's it
How are
going?
you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Great. So sidewall.
Yeah.
Tell us what is the sidewall there for?
So the sidewall is is literally this sort of, instead of the top sheet or the base, it's the bit that runs perpendicular, and it is a softer material that covers and protects the edge.
Yeah.
So it's part of the manufacturing process, but when you're using your skis, it protects the edge and it stops the water getting in. And that
Okay.
famous thing people talk about is delaminating.
Yeah.
And if you peel back that sidewall too far, you're introducing a space for water to get into the ski.
Right.
And if you peel that back too much, one little molecule of water gets in and it freezes. And it opens up that gap, and that's how your skis delaminate.
Okay.
So if you're ever doing sidewall, we basically use a sidewall cutter.
Yeah.
And you just take a tiny amount off, because then you need to be able to get at the edge. At the moment, the edge and the sidewall on this ski are flush.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to really do an aggressive tune on this side edge, I wouldn't be able to do it. What I'd end up doing is filing the sidewall, not filing the edge.
Okay.
So the ski doesn't get any sharper, but the green stuff comes off.
Yeah, sure. So some skis have a proper wall, like you can
Yeah.
see there.
Yeah,
But
so-
other skis don't have such a wall. They just kind of capped round.
Absolutely right. So generally stuff that comes from a race department or the sort of higher performance piste stuff, but if it's got that race DNA,
Yeah.
then it will come with a sidewall construction.
Okay.
Free ride skis, lots of ladies skis, and slightly sort of kind of more all mountain skis.
Yeah.
They won't come with that. They'll come with what we call a rollover.
Okay.
And that means that actually the edge will be exposed, but because it rolls all the way over, there's nowhere for that water to get in. So it protects the edge in a different way, but that's what it's for.
But a sidewall like that will have a bit more of a sort of solid feel to it.
Yeah,
maybe.
absolutely right.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. And what about edges then? Ski edges. I mean, ski edge is obviously made of metal.
Yep.
Is an edge, or do you get different edges on
You don't get
skis?
different types of edge, so
Right.
they always use the same metal.
Yeah.
The thing you get is there's two different edge angles. So you have what we call base bevel
Yeah.
and edge angle.
Yeah.
And bevel is there to make the ski easier to rotate.
Okay.
So a more beveled ski, the edges peel away from the base,
Right.
and that makes it really easy to rotate your feet. So a beginner ski or a free ride ski will have more bevel,
Yeah.
whereas a race ski will have less bevel because they want instant contact with that edge.
Okay.
And when
you
you
get-
start skiing downhill skis, they obviously bevel the tips and the tails,
Right.
and less so under the middle. So
Okay.
that's
So you get a better grip with an unbeveled, but it's
well, you wouldn't ever. Nobody skis unbeveled. I mean, that's generally we're kind of 0.3 to 0.5 would be the minimum.
Yeah.
And then up to like 1.5 for a free ride type ski.
Okay. Great. For most skiers that own their own skis, though, if they go into to put those skis into a service,
Yeah.
what would they expect to get back?
The best thing is to sort of have a play with if you're just starting out, is to know what you want.
Right.
And if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, you want the skis to be easy to steer.
Yeah.
You're going to use more bevel.
Yeah.
And then you might start using less bevel. And then we have got the edge angle, which is how sharp the ski is. And skis come out of the factory, imagine they're all at 90 degrees.
Yeah.
90 degrees is sharp-ish,
Yes.
and it stays at 90 forever. It'll just stay at that forever.
Okay.
But the more angle you put on that down to 86, for example, the more like a knife blade it is, so that'll blunten much faster. So
Okay.
lots of like your ski instructors and stuff, like high performing skiers, they'll ski at 88 because that's like a nice balance if it's a really sharp ski, but they don't have to do their edges every night.
Yeah, sure.
Whereas your World Cup ski racers, they do their edges every night because they have to, because they literally go blunt that fast. So
Okay.
generally the thing I would say is if you start servicing yourself or you're going to a shop, you want to know what your edges are set at.
Yep.
And all shops, if they're putting them through a machine, they'll have a setup, which obviously they think works for their customers and everything else.
Sure.
Just find out what it is. Just ask the question.
Yeah.
How are you going to tune my skis?
Right.
And just find out. And that little bit of information you might then find out going, oh, that didn't work for me. Next time I'm going to get something different.
Okay.
So,
Oh, great. What about bases of a ski then? The ski base itself, the bottom of the ski. What's it made of? And are there a lot of differences in different skis?
there's not really any difference between the bases because there's actually only 2 companies in the world that make bases, and everybody buys the base from the same 2 companies. Generally with kind of piste performance skis, you'll see it's a black base, and then you sometimes see clear bases, and that's if they've got a cool graphic on the bottom, they want to show them off, so freeride skis, freestyle skis, that kind of thing. And yeah, it's all just made of the same, it's the same kind of plastic, it's a PU plastic. So.
And obviously, over the top of that plastic, you put wax into the base and wax it on a regular basis.
Yeah, so if you look at the base of your ski, and it is a nice black colour, then that means that the base is well waxed. When it starts going grey, that's actually the plastic starting to oxidise, and it's actually reacting to the air and the water, and it goes a bit grey, and that's when the ski's running slowly, you don't get as much out of it.
Yeah, right.
Everybody always gets really kind of worried that doing waxing the skis makes them go faster. It's not about speed, it's actually about ease. Skiing on a sharp edge and skiing on a waxed ski just makes your life easier.
Yeah, of course.
You've got grip and you've got glide.
Yeah.
The number of times you see kids just endlessly poling across flat bits, and they're miserable because they're spending so much time pushing. Make their life easier. A little bit of wax, and it's so easy. You don't need that much kit, and it's easy to do. You can't really go wrong with it.